Well, a new league, a new look, but same results. We're currently 7th in Skybet League 2, massively overperforming where I thought we would be. A couple of new signings here and there really have brought us forward, and hopefully we can continue our good run of form today against AFC Sudbury and Cheltenham Town. Stay tuned for more Taskmaster FC. Hi, and welcome back. I'm excited to have you here today. Episode 30. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I saw 30. I guess that was 8 years ago, the last time I saw 30? Regardless, episode 30, Taskmaster FC. Goodness gracious, we're still trying to get these Taskmaster contestants into the Premier League. When I last saw you, we had some transfer business that we were taking care of. We were absolutely killing in the preseason. We get to League 2 and absolutely get demolished 2-0 by Morecambe. Since then, and I cannot tell you what has lit a fire underneath this team, but all of a sudden we start scoring goals, we start playing defense, and we have played some phenomenal football since I last had you here. 2-1 victory away against Bristol Rovers. Ursula Carlson, Ian Sterling scoring some goals nice and early. Bradford City 3-1 victory. Again, Ursula Carlson, John Kearns with 2 goals here. Kearns has been lighting the lamp lately. It's a hockey term, but you'll get over it. A victory away at Stevenage. Drew against Altrincham. Victory against Northampton Town. We drew against Swindon Town and won big 4-0 against Gillingham. 0-0 at halftime, and then going in and the second half and absolutely destroying our opponents. We did have 2 other games. We had a 2-3 loss, 3-2 loss. I guess I'll get the hang of it eventually, folks. In the Carabao Cup second round against West Ham United, I will tell you that was a much closer game than what we realized. We were down 3-0 at the beginning of the second half and managed to put away 2 goals early, and I really thought we were able to take control of this in the second half, but unfortunately West Ham kind of figured out, we might want to take this seriously, and ended up just kind of closing out the game. But a 2-3 loss against West Ham is nothing to complain about, considering they were 12th in the Premier League at the time. And then we lost to AFC Bournemouth under-21s in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy Southern Section Group A. Hopefully you have that down there. Will be a quiz a little bit later on. But we lost that because I decided to completely rotate the team. We had a home attendance of 313, which pales in comparison to the home attendance we have been having lately. And that is really hopefully going to boost our finances, because they do not look very promising. We've been spending a lot more money lately just because of the increase in stature. Going to full-time means that wages go up, so it's definitely been a bit of a challenge. So hopefully those increase in home attendance will bring us some glory in terms of our finances. In terms of our squad, I did bring in a couple of other individuals here. I did decide to go ahead and give Chris Parker, who is our lone E from Crystal Palace, the name of the game. Will be a striker here. Probably will not participate a lot. Looks pretty decent for the most part, but we have brought in some players on top. We did bring in Alan Davies, who is going to be that extra striker. I felt like we needed just maybe one more in the club just to kind of round things out and give us enough rotation. So Chris Parker, we bring in a little bit hefty on the wage, but we did have some left to spend. 3-star credibility, looks really good with the physical attributes. 22 years old, can still develop, 6'1". Hopefully will be a good rotational player. And then Lisa Tarbuck, I did want to bring in another attacking midfielder here, kind of similar to Alan Davies in regards to ability here. 700 pounds per week, so decent wage. Again, 3-star current ability. Will definitely be in the rotation here. So I feel like we have a pretty good full squad so far of players. Obviously, the ones down here are not going to get quite as much playing time, although as you see here, Sue Perkins playing quite a bit. Jenny Tien playing quite a bit, so who knows how this is going to end up turning out for us. But that ended up leaving us in 7th place in League 2. 4 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, 7 goal difference. We're on 14 points, just 2 points behind Morecambe for first place, so losing 2-0 to Morecambe really doesn't look that terrible in the grand scheme of things, considering they are first in the league. That 1-1 draw against Altrincham looks pretty bad. But, I mean, we're looking to be comfortably mid-table here. Now, again, it is early in the season. I am going to bring probably a few more episodes this season because it is a new league. It's exciting. We're trying something a little bit different here. We're definitely growing, so some growing pains are going to be taking place, and I feel like those are the types of things that you want to be seeing, is watching me struggle, because let's face it, that's what most people enjoy doing, is watching other people struggle. That sounds very negative and depressing, but it is what it is. I say I'm not here for the views, but I really am. No, just kidding. I'm really not. I'm just here because I need a creative outlet, and this is something that I can do in my spare time pretty easily for fun, and give myself a chance to enjoy Football Manager again in a little bit of a different way than what I maybe have done previously. So that being said, we have 2 games today against AFC Sudbury. I wanted to bring you this game because this is a team that has kind of traveled up the league with us. If we do look at their, gosh, is it overview that I'm going to look at? Overview, general. Here we go. Yes, they have had 4 promotions in 5 years. So they have been a phenomenal team that has kind of gone up with us. I'm not quite sure exactly what has happened with this team, but they all of a sudden decided, you know what, we're in the 8th tier, we're going to start playing soccer, and my goodness, they sure did, and have just moved up 3 consecutive promotions. We can't even say that. And they are 12th in Sky Bet League 2, so that's going to be a very exciting game for us. And then away against Cheltenham Town, who are 16th in Sky Bet League 2. Their overall history, season preview, gosh, learn the controls. Here we go. General. Been kind of up and down, kind of been in this League 2, League 1 phase for quite some time here, kind of found their level, so to speak. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens. But again, a very, very exciting episode for us today. We're going to go ahead and get into the tactical meeting here and see what we can do. Everybody's in full health. That's because we are not bumping up back-to-back games like we've been doing in the previous couple of seasons, which is absolutely exciting for us. We do have a couple of injuries here. Fern Brady took a little bit of a knock with some pulled ligaments, will be out for 11 days to 3 weeks, and Joanne McNally ended up fracturing her lower arm during our win over Gillingham, 4 to 6 weeks there. So that's kind of a big miss because Joanne McNally's been really good at anchoring our midfield. Jenny Tien's going to slot in for her for today. Fern Brady usually doesn't slot into our starting lineup, but is a really important sub for us. So unfortunately, if Ray O'Leary needs a sub today, I don't know if I have anybody in the team that would be willing to take that place per se. So hopefully Ray O'Leary does not get injured this game, but we have our starting lineup here, which I'm going to introduce to you right now. Rose Matafeo in goal, defensively Kumar, Perkins, Daniel, and O'Leary, Jen Tien, and Mike Wozniak in that midfield, Madeline Same, Justine Smith, Ursula Carlson, John Kearns, you know the drill. All of these individuals, fantastic performances so far this season. I'm hoping to continue that as such. So far this season, we've just been good. I would say we've been great, but we've been good enough to win games, and I'm kind of hoping the same for today as we just continue to push forward. And even if we don't win the games today, we just need to make sure that we maintain the positivity in this club because we've been off to a fantastic start so far this season, and I certainly cannot complain about everything that's taken place. I definitely anticipated us being kind of lower mid-table so far this season. That still could be something that happens. But if I look at the big picture, we're 14 points in. We're trying to get about 50 points in order to ensure our survival. Again, anytime we get promoted to a new league, survival is kind of what we are trying to do here. And we're 7th at the moment. So I certainly will not complain about our positioning. What I will complain about is why we cannot get this game started. So, as much as I love the new graphics of the Football League and all of that, I really want us to get going into this game because I want to win today. So, we do have possession with the very first highlight of the game. So, Ray O'Leary gets it to Justine Smith, who ends up getting it to John Kearns, works his way back to Jenny Tien through the midfield, works it back to Sue Perkins, back to Jenny Tien, who then darts up through the midfield, gets it to Same on the left-hand side here, tries to make a maneuver down the line. Unfortunately, gets beaten by the defender there and immediately turns the ball over. And they are now quickly working the ball through the midfield. Justine Smith intercepts, and Ursula Carlson gets the ball to Wozniak. Wozniak to Kearns, who kind of pulls up and looks to kind of get a ball downfield. Same gets the ball back and fires it way over the top of the goal. No chance to score there. It's a goal kick for AFC Sudbury. Poor chance there for Madeline Same, who really had lots of room to kind of work the ball over. And it looks like Sudbury now get the ball over the top here, and they're going to try to work the ball into the box. Managed to do so. Gets a header that is cleared just high of the net over Rose Matafeo. Very an interesting set of offensive highlights to start off this game as we end up with another one here. Nish Kumar gets the ball to Ursula Carlson, to Kumar, to Same. Same works it to Wozniak. Ursula Carlson gets in, and Doherty kind of takes a step back into his goal, but fortunately for him, keeps the ball out of the back of the net. We end up getting the immediately goal kick from that, and Ursula Carlson works it to Kearns, and Kearns hits the crossbar. That would have been a hell of a goal from downtown, as they would say in basketball. Yes, different sports. We're going to include a variety of different sports colloquialisms as I continue through this save because I'm still learning how to talk soccer and how to talk football. I think it's been going well so far, but again, you live and you learn. AFC Sudbury now on the offensive attack here, as they work the ball through our midfield and working the ball back to their defense, trying to reset and try to move the ball down the field, do a good job getting it and cutting through our defense as somebody tries to intercept, and they end up getting the ball in the back of the net. Sadly, we're down 1-0 away, and poor defense there. Poor defense by our left back. Nish Kumar needs to be doing a little bit better here to get that ball. He tries to intercept and just gets cut, and they got quite a few players forward there and just managed to find somebody that cuts through the defense and gets the ball in the back of the net. Just like that, we're down 1-0. Pretty sad start to this game. But again, Sudbury kind of came up with us. We've been going kind of tit for tat for them over the last couple of seasons, and they've pushed us and we've pushed them. So it's been an interesting set of appearances here. Kumar with the corner again over the top of the net for Sue Perkins. We cannot buy a shot on target, as most of our opportunities have been worked over the top of the net. We're going to go and try to work the ball into the box. We're going to go ahead and try to play for set pieces. I don't know how effective that's going to be, as Jenny Tien gets the ball into the box here. Kearns can't get a ball on it, and AFC Sudbury look like they are going to get possession here and try to work the ball out of the back. And looks like the ball gets intercepted here by Carlson. Carlson to Kumar. Kumar works the ball over the top to Same. Can find anybody in the box? No. It ends up being crossed, and Doherty ends up just taking the ball. Thankfully for Sudbury, clear the ball over the top. Should be close to halftime. Should be halftime. And miss. And I'm not quite sure why the whistle wasn't blown there for halftime. It's 1 minute past stoppage time. And I'm still waiting for the time to be called. Still waiting for the time to be called. Finally, the time is called. A little bit extra time for stoppage time there, which gives Sudbury lots of opportunities to score. They don't do so, thankfully. Poor performance overall, particularly by Nish Kumar, who has not been doing well. Wozniak's picked up another injury, which is fantastic. Ian Sterling in there because Kumar's decided not to show up today. I say we go positive. Try to get a little more attacking going here. Maybe take a little more control of this match, as we have not been doing very well, not been getting our opportunities. We've had shots, but they've not been on target. Our possession's been poor, and our XG has been suboptimal so far. Ursula Carlson corner here. Ray O'Leary again over the top of the net. And it just seems to be our MO today is we're getting opportunities. We just don't get balls on goal. Any of those opportunities on net leads to a goal-scoring opportunity. Justine Smith is now injured. We'll get Lisa Tarbuck on. Injuries just keep piling up. Not really sure why. Everybody's been full fitness. So I can't really explain why we've been getting a lot more injuries as of late. Robertson with the corner now, and looks like it just went wide over away from Matafeo. Looks like it was off the post. We're going to go ahead and demand more. Not a lot doing the second half either. We'll go attacking because we do need a goal here in the last 15 minutes or so. Jenny Tien now with free kick. Ball into the box to O'Leary. Gilbert might have been a bit off sides, but no. Good header. Just ends up being saved by the keeper. And again, we're creating chances, just not getting good opportunities on goal. That was probably our best opportunity of the game here. Ursula Carlson now with the corner. Gets cleared back out. Carlson again works the ball in, but immediately intercepted by Sudbury, as it was a poor effort to try to get the ball into the box here. We're down 1-0 with 10 minutes left in the game. Just has not had a lot to show for anything today. Ray O'Leary gets the ball to Tarbuck. O'Leary gets a cross in. Ends up being cleared. Sterling now with an opportunity. Crosses the ball into the box. Can't get anybody. Looks like he was shoved. Can't tell who was shoved there. But we are going to be awarded a penalty. And I'm not going to lie here. I'm going to put the pause button here for just a second, because I will tell you about our penalties lately. Lately, we've been scoring penalties left, right, and center, which tells me that because I've brought you back on camera, this is one that is going to be missed. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It's just a hunch. I don't know if they can hear me. Madeline Same with the penalty and scores. Wow. Okay. And it's a red card as well. It is a red card for Sudbury. I said we keep on the attacking. I'm going to try to get some more crosses in here. I did not see that as a red card. Was that just a shove in the back? And I think we've got an opportunity here. Let's see. Let's get John Kearns as our attacking forward. Let's get Alan Davies in here. And I think that's going to be kind of the end of our substitution. Let's see if we can take advantage of this red card here. I was not expecting that. Maybe that's just because I wasn't paying close attention. The Sudbury are down to 10 men. And offensively, I think we could take advantage of this. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, it was just a second yellow card. That's why. Okay, I didn't think it was a red card because it didn't look like it was a handball or anything of that nature. But a second yellow card, yeah, we'll definitely take it. Looks like we're going to get a corner here. If we get a goal here, I will be absolutely over the moon. And again, over the top of the net there for a header, and we will be denied our victory for today. But a nice comeback here to get a draw, 1-1, albeit off of a red card, but we'll take any points that we can get. Really feel like we should have won that match. I think we need to maybe have a little bit more positive mentality moving into games. I usually try to play more of a balanced mentality away, but so maybe being positive is the way to go. I didn't anticipate us being in this position where we would be able to control matches, and that's why I've been a little bit more balanced, a little bit more defensive in my approach. But I don't know, maybe a little bit more positive mentality is the way to go here. Let's see here. Justine Smith, okay, out for a day, that's fine. Luckily, we have 7 days between matches. That's so lovely. That's so lovely. 7 days between matches. I'm going to bring you the Cheltenham match here in just a moment, and hopefully come away with a victory and another 3 points. Let's go. Well, back for the second match today. The only change I'm going to go with for this game is to move to a more positive mentality in the hopes that we're just maybe better than some of the other teams. Maybe this is the mentality we need to go with. Again, I've been focusing more on a balanced or defensive mentality, and maybe this is the route to go. So we'll just have to see how it plays out in the first half. I don't typically like playing such positive attacking football when we're away, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Other than that, kind of leaving everything as is. We still got a couple players that are injured here. Wozniak recovered from his 1 to 2 day injury because we had a week between games. That being said, he moved up to 6th. That's exciting. At least tied with 6th, because there's like 5 teams here that are on 15 points. But regardless, we're in 6th. We'll take it. We will make our team selection, and we're going to head into this game against Cheltenham Town and see if we can pick up another positive result. I mean, a draw in the last game, certainly not going to complain about that, but I think we need to enact revenge. I didn't know we played them and lost at one point in time, but apparently we did. So let's enact our revenge in this game. Let's go out and get a victory today. Give ourselves 30 points and continue our attack on the top of the League 2 table so far this season. Loving the new graphics. Not loving the fact that Cheltenham have a throw-in in our zone here. They work the ball into the box, and that is an easy goal. And we're down 1-0. Maybe the positive mentality was not the way to go, because that is about as easy as it gets. Throw in here and just kind of gets the ball back. 1-2 touch back and just kind of curls in. Nothing defensively going on there at all. Nobody attacking the ball. Everybody just kind of sitting around watching. I'm not sure where the tight offside comes from, but regardless, we're down 1-0. Kumar now with the corner. Gets the ball into the box, and it is massively headed over the net. Oh, ESPN is trying to tell me that we hit the ball massively over net. No, just kidding. It's something cricket related. But regardless, Kumar with the corner, and it's headed over the top of the net. That was just a hunch. There's a lot of heading going on there. Nothing going on from that. Ursula Carlson looks to get the ball into the box. Wozniak now to Tien. Jenny Tien. It looks like it might be deflected, but it ends up at the back of the net. I don't care how it scores as long as it does. Jenny Tien gets her first of the season to tie the game up at 1. And a great set of offensive pressure here after 5 or 6 headers in the box, out of the box, in the box, out of the box. Justine Smith might have been fouled there, but Wozniak finds Tien at the top of the box. Just takes one touch. It does take a deflection off of a Cheltenham defender, but it goes into the back of the net regardless, and we are tied at 1, 20 minutes into this game. And if this continues, I definitely see good things coming from us. Unfortunately, right now, Cheltenham have the highlight. They're going to play very similar to what they did last time, just kind of work in and out. Ball is cleared, but unfortunately, nobody is there, and the Cheltenham defender ends up getting the ball back, moves the ball down the right-hand side, and through the midfield. They're going to work the ball back here. It's kind of back and forth, trying to open up a spot. Same tries to intercept the pass, gets a foot on it, but unfortunately cannot retain any form of possession. They work it back to the keeper a couple of times here. Has been able to maintain a little bit of pressure and just kind of hoping that they chuck the ball forward, and we manage to get possession of the ball, and we do. Jenny Tien works it to Same. Same in the midfield gets it to Kumar, to Wozniak. Wozniak gets it to Carlson. Carlson, unfortunately, striker moving forward, ends up, John Kearns, a lot just happened there. John Kearns ends up scoring after, in my opinion, being fouled, but manages to intercept a ball deep in the defensive zone of Cheltenham. And right here, and Kearns might have been the one who initially made the contact there, but regardless, Kearns intercepts the back pass and just gently passes it past the Cheltenham keeper. We take advantage of a key mistake here by Cheltenham. It is 2-1 Chesham United. Gotta love that. Moving into the latter stages of the first half here. And again, with Cheltenham, the only opportunity that they've had has been their one goal so far, and they just score again. So 2 opportunities on goal, 2 goals for Cheltenham. You can't say that they're not clinical. Again, free header at the back post. Ray O'Leary not doing his job, not defending anybody. Everybody just kind of once again standing there. Ball simply ends up into the back of the net, and they've had 2 opportunities, and they've scored twice. And that does not bode well for us defensively if we cannot keep the ball out of the back of the net. I love the fact that we're scoring, but if we can't keep the ball out of the back of the net, I'm not sure what success we anticipate of having this season. And just like that, it is 3-2. And again, we can't buy anything defensively today, as an inadvertent deflection in the box and manages to find Cheltenham foot and ends up in the back of the net. So they've had literally 3 shots on target and 3 balls in the back of the net. And I, again, do not have a substitution for Ray O'Leary, because Ray O'Leary has played pitifully so far this game. Laura Daniel has not been good, so we'll substitute her off. Ray O'Leary, we just hope finds something. Nish Kumar, Ian Sterling, defensively, we have played very, very poorly today. And I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. We're down 3-2. They've had 3 opportunities to score. They've scored 3 times. It's been a poor day defensively. I'll berate the entire team. If they allow a 4th, we might be making a couple more defensive substitutions here, because that is not acceptable by any stretch of the imagination. Defense needs to be better. Goalkeeping needs to be better. Passing needs to be better. Ursula Carlson means to find Justine Smith. Justine Smith moves the ball down the line, gets it to Jenny Tien. Tien already scored once today. Probably not looking to shoot here. She works the ball, tries to work the ball in the box, gets to Wozniak, back to Jenny Tien, finds Ursula Carlson to Same. Same gets it to Kearns, who scores, and it's 3-3 in a very high-scoring affair today. And again, good work offensively just to kind of tic-tac-toe the ball in and out of the box here. Jenny Tien, Carlson, 1 touch to Same, and then ends up finding John Kearns. Looks like it might have taken a little bit of deflection there, but still ends up at the back of the net. It's 3-3. You got to be pleased with the offensive work that we've shown so far today, but unfortunately, defensively, 3 shots on goal and 3 goals allowed is not going to win you many games, especially at this higher level. We have to be a little bit more soundly defensively if we are going to continue to take on teams that are near the top of the table. Not that Cheltenham's a team near the top of the table, but we got to be better against tougher opposition. All right, I can make a few more changes here. It's like Madeline Same is a little bit on the fatigued side. Played a good game so far. We're going to get Lisa Tarbuck in there. A little bit more fitness for Lisa Tarbuck is all she needs. Ray O'Leary, I would love to substitute anything for Ray O'Leary, because he is on a 6.1 right now. Let's see here. Ursula Carlson hasn't done much offensively. We get Alan Davies in there. I'm going to confirm the subs, but then I need to talk. We may have an injured player on the pitch. I went and made that substitution. Why is Madeline Same injured? I took her off, and now all of a sudden she's injured. I shouted at Ray O'Leary. Okay, Ray O'Leary's fired up about it, but is Ray O'Leary going to execute? That's the key here. Manages to get a pass to Jenny Tien, which is fine. John Kearns back to Dave Gorman. Gorman on for the substitution here. Sue Perkins to Ian Sterling. Kind of move the ball well. Lisa Tarbuck, Jenny Tien. Unfortunately, it's intercepted by Cheltenham, and they're going to work the ball down the pitch. And again, we're just hoping not for a shot on goal, because as we've seen, any shot on target ends up in the back of the net. At least that's what it's been so far this game. And it ends up being that way again. And their version of Perkins scores. Can I mean, 4 shots on target, 4 goals against is not going to win you games. I'd put on a dead rabbit for Ray O'Leary at the moment. That is pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. And again, 4 shots on target, 4 goals in the back of the net. We cannot keep any shot on target out of the back of the net. And Rose Matafeo might need a little bit of a talking to as well, because let's be honest here, any one of those that saved, we're immediately back in this game. Cheltenham get the ball again into the box. And that might be the first save that Rose Matafeo has made all game. And Rose Matafeo is instructed to work the ball to the outside, but instead heaves the ball forward to absolutely nobody, immediately turns the ball over. Wozniak gets it to Kearns. Kearns, it takes a weird deflection. Looks like it was a good save by the Cheltenham keeper. We've got to go offensive here. We need to go attacking because the entire team needs to be berated again. I mean, to be perfectly honest, defensively, Ray O'Leary and Rose Matafeo have allowed way too many opportunities and too many goals so far this game. They're the reason why we were losing today. And I hate that. I hate that that's all it takes for us to be bad. But a goalkeeping performance like that is not going to win you games. Jenny Tien misses the net. That's a goal kick. I mean, again, solid opportunity. We've been fairly dominant in performance today. But unfortunately, it does not look like it's going to happen unless Tien can score this free kick at the end of stoppage time. See what Jenny Tien can do here. Ooh, off the post, rebound. Oh, I thought that might have had an opportunity to go in. That's going to be the end here. And that'll be it. At least I think that'll be it, unless we end up getting another opportunity here. Ian Sterling, far beyond stoppage time. Alan Davies gets the ball in, and it goes right to the keeper, who's going to run out the time. I'm actually surprised there's still time on the clock. They're going to check the ball forward. Justine Smith waits for a ball that doesn't get to her, and Cheltenham Town look like they're about to score again. And they do. 5-3. And it leaves a lot of questions to be asked defensively as to whether or not this positive mentality is what we need to be doing. I mean, the defense needs to have a talking to. I'm sorry, I'm a little upset at how poorly we were defensively. It's okay. Well, there'll be some ramifications for that. I'll probably bring you some point at the end of October here. Like I said, we're going to try to keep things a little more fresh as we move through this exciting new League Two. But hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like. Make sure that you subscribe if you want to see more Taskmaster FC content where we're trying to take Taskmaster's finest and get them to the Premier League. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Bye. Bye, everyone.